Islamabad seeks to exit from grey list of Financial Action Task Force on grounds of acting against terror groups and terrorist funding in Pakistan. But according to a recent report of an Independent Geo Politik blog, the country is still to provide access to the US FBI to interrogate Sajid Mir. Sajid Majeed Mir, India's most wanted terrorist on whom the US has placed a bounty of $5 million for his role in the 26/11 Mumbai attacks, has been jailed for over 15 years in a terror financing case by anti-terrorism court in Pakistan. A report.
Pakistan for many years has been under fire from different political quarters across the globe for providing a safe haven for terrorist groups. According to a recent report by Independent Geo Politik blog, Pakistan continues to save Lashkar terrorist Sajid Mir through a maze of red herrings to escape the news of FATF's grey list. As per the report, Islamabad has yet not given access to US FBI to interrogate 26/11 planner Mir. It is understood that US FBI have sought permission of Islamabad to interrogate Mir for Mumbai terror strike, but no access has been provided to the terrorist as he could reveal the entire link between LAT leadership and the Pakistani deep state in targeting Mumbai.
That Pakistan is a haven of terrorism and has been nurturing terrorists through a policy which we can call as a foreign policy of cross-border terrorism against India and earlier against Afghanistan. This is a well-known fact, and that is the reason for last 2 years Pakistan has been investigated for its funding, financing of terror activities, because according to all estimates, whichever independent estimate you take, there are hundreds and hundreds of groups operating freely and often under the patronage of the Rawalpindi establishment.
While Pakistan has no intentions of allowing FBI any access to incarcerated Mir, China, being the close ally of Pakistan, voted India and the United States bid to designate Sajid Mir as the global terrorist under the 1267 Al-Qaeda Sanctions Committee. Just as India, US and France are on the same page in holding Pakistan-based terror groups and terrorists accountable, China has no qualms in supporting Pakistan by blocking any counter-terror move against Islamabad at the UNSC, citing rules and obscure procedures. As Beijing has blocked designation of LAT's chief financier Abdul Rahman Makki and Jaish-e-Mohammad's de facto leader Rauf Azhar as global terrorist by the 1267 committee earlier this year.
Well, China is a very special case where its geopolitics takes precedence over a fight against terrorism. It talks about the terrorism by ETIM and other groups, but at the same time it shields the Pakistan-based terrorists from being listed at the United Nations Security Council under 1267 committee and umpteen number of times by putting technical holds. This clearly is an indication that it tries to help Pakistan in nurturing terrorists against India. And there is no other way to explain it. You might have any kind of X number of technical objections, but they don't mean anything when the world knows that who these terrorists are.
Pakistan's list of FATF shared actionable items does not accurately represent its commitment to battling terrorism. In reality, the nation continues to serve as a refuge for terrorists and organizations that finance terrorism. According to US congressional report, Pakistan is also home to 12 foreign terror organizations, 5 being India-centric, including Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed. US officials have also identified Pakistan as a base of operations for numerous armed and non-state terrorist groups, some of which have existed since the 1980s.
Pakistan is at the crossroads right now. Its economic condition is extremely bad. It has been called out by a large number of countries. The FATF is on its breathing down its neck to comply with the action as far as financing of terror activities are concerned. Off and on, it's been now more than 2-3 years that it has been going through it and trying to get out of it. In order to do that, it has to be seen to be complying with certain activities, and that's precisely what it's doing. So it's a sham. One need not be fooled by this.
From radicalization of its youth to training and arming them for anti-India activities, Pakistan continues to keep terror outfits as part of its statecraft. The report of the Independent Geo Politik blog is merely a vindication of what the Indian government has been trying to tell the world loud and clear for years.